just putting the windows up a little bit so that way it cuts out some of the motor noise and the echo and all that stuff around here. Uh, Intricate studio tricks. I forgot to put on my makeup and my G-string. Or the other big favorite now of female reactors, showing more cleavage than you would in any other public setting. But but you don't want to see my cleavage. It's not like Baldus. There's way too much hair going on. I mean, but okay. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, thank goodness. The halfway mark of the week, and yes, now a lot of people are probably looking at the title going, what the hell? Now, for you folks who've been hanging around this channel for I don't know how long and for I don't know what reason, I did a series of videos way back in the day called WHOGATE, where we were talking about missing episodes and such. So I jokingly call it WHOGATE. I remember because all my openers were suddenly getting because even though I put the little clips of the TARDIS and all that and all kinds of filters and all that, I was still getting copyright struck just for the intros. I've been reading a bit more and more about this, but like I said, until I see a formal, official announcement, everybody should be excited. Fans will be happy. I go, yeah, you probably found like a Colgate commercial or something. And like, come on, guys. Wait, was Colgate even around back then? But it is also sad that we're getting news about Doctor Who episodes from, over half a century ago, but still getting no news on the modern series. But I digress, It's, we're talking to several collectors, plural. And I go, yeah, and do they have anything, or are you just yanking our chain? Like, so many times before. Or even worse yet, well, I got a bunch of these episodes, but they're the ones you've already found. I'm really hoping somebody out there has Marco Polo. Like I said, no one knows why everyone makes a big deal about Marco Polo. I said, it just seemed to me like this is one that everyone really wants back for some reason. But what is your max bench? Well, I don't own any benches. So I'd have to say 0 because I don't own any benches. That's another thing, too. I agree with Saeed. It could also be a smokescreen just to keep us guessing and keep us all happy and content. Well, meanwhile, there's a bunch of people running around in this Doctor Who war room somewhere in the back of Bad Wolf, or maybe even in the back of what do you call it? Bad Wolf Studios. That's where it's at. That's right. They're all running around the back of Bad Wolf Studios, going, "What the hell are we gonna do?" I know. I'm just hoping that they have found something cool. Like I said, I'm trying to remain optimistic on all fronts, but that is another thing. Philip's right. We do have the anniversary of Doctor Who coming up. Speaking of anniversaries, before I forget it, Katie Manning's 79th birthday. And like I said, if you've never met her in person, please do. That she is just a ball of lovely energy that, like I said, with such positivity that I'm not kidding. I think just giving her a hug can make most of your, diseases go away and run screaming for the hills. She's such a ball of positivity. It's just such a kind person. That's right. Was it also Shooties? I'm sorry, I forgot to mention it. Yeah. I haven't been keeping up on Shooty too much since he left the show, but I know he's been doing some other things. And I'm beginning to agree that with some people out there that putting Billy Piper at the end of the show was just a way to put a stopgap on anyone else touching Doctor Who, so RTD can somehow bail out this plan and get everything back under his thumb. But that's just a theory. That's just a feeling. I don't have anything to substantiate that. Maybe the wind tunnel tested hairdo has top secret notifications or whatever. At least he's got better hair than Contingency Awful. Oh, God. I can't believe that guy is still around. I was beginning to wonder if that ain't a real person, just some early AI generation that's hung around, and its hour has come round at last. OC 1990, you're bald. Really? Oh my God. Ooh, the planet Baldus. An enigma in itself. Check this out. If you align those two freckles on the top of planet Baldus, it will in no way align with the belt of Orion. Okay, yeah, we talk about the planet Baldus a lot. Yeah, Jesus saves. He shops at Menards and gets the 11% rebate. But if you actually want to look, I was contemplating that the other day. It's kind of weird. Everybody calls that guy Jesus when the J and the J sound I don't think appeared till like the 15th or 16th century. But okay, like I said, I'm... Remember, Jehovah in Latin is spelled with an I? That's why. But meanwhile, yeah, we're still waiting for news on the main show, news on anything. These guys sound optimistic. I'm not going to write them off yet, but at the same time, look at this. See this foggy screen? I'm still beginning to think it's a smoke screen. Yeah, is Doctor Who back yet? Yeah, it's kind of like that long road voyage. Are we there yet? No. Are we there yet? No. Except who would be driving the bus to say, damn it, RTD, shut up, or I'm going to turn this bus around and... Well, somebody needs to. But I'm not kidding. For you folks who thought, Doctor Who really went way, 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 way woke and all that stuff, try watching the new Quantum Leap series. Oh, gosh. There's quite a few other series I could name that were just outright what people would call woke. Well, I was just reading the article in the Radio Times. Like I said, I don't spend a whole lot of time on social media anymore, so if you've messaged me and you don't get a reply right away, I'm sorry. Like I said, it's just, I've been mainly playing Fallout 76 and killing time for the wait. Like I said, I'm a little bit excited. They're adding a whole new map segment on the Fallout 76 this December, and they're finally going into Ohio, which I always thought was funny because you can go to Point Pleasant, which is one of the reasons I went down to see the Mothman Museum. I wanted to see what the town actually looked like. But trust me, yeah, Quantum Leap was not woke on the scale the remake was. I still enjoyed the remake for the most part, so yeah, it's just some of it was in your face, but you move on. It's just a TV show, for crying out loud. And then, of course, I've coined a new term. I don't know if anyone's used this term yet, but I've come up with the Nodak crowd. You've got the Whovians, you've got the WHOGATE, you've got the sacred, the classic guys who think there should have been nothing after Classic Who, and then you also have the No crowd, which is no doctors after Capaldi. That's another one that keeps showing up now. There were no doctors after Capaldi. It ended, the series really ended right there. So yeah, I might even use the term Nodak for a villain name or something if I ever get around to writing again. It sounds kind of cool. Nodak. Yeah, I made it all the way to the end, and then sadly, yeah, like I said, I was kind of hoping, they'd at least have. Well, I knew it wasn't going to happen because I had already read up on it, but at the same time, I still wonder why they couldn't get Scott Bakula to make at least one appearance. Come on, the guy's still out there. He's still acting. Is that Archer series actually going to happen, or is that all a rumor? That I might actually consider watching. Because even though I wasn't a big fan of the premise of Enterprise, there were a lot of great characters on there. There were still some good stories. But I will not watch any of this garbage they're peddling out now that are constantly going back to use original season tropes to keep their, festering zombie crawling along. Because, like I said, I just had no interest in it. Instead of just doing your own universe, you rewrote the entire timeline of the classic universe and had to kill it off with a bad time plot at the beginning of the one movie. And no, yeah, he never made an appearance. So if that's what you were waiting on, you didn't miss anything. He never showed up. I was kind of hoping they'd at least have a quick cameo or something of him bumping into Dr. Ben Young and, or is it Ben Sung? Ben Sung, I believe it was. Sorry. Ben Song. Yeah, it was Ben Song. Yeah, I was hoping they'd have a thing where they bumped into each other or something, but they blew that. Because if he just made even one appearance for even a minute, I'd have been satisfied. But nope. And sadly, of course, we lost, oh God, now my brain is blanking. I always get his name mixed up. The fellow who played Hal. Someone tell me in the comment box, because I'll think about it all day. I keep confusing his name. Like I said, you get older, shit gets mixed up. And of course, I'm going to smack myself on the head when I actually read it. Dean Stockwell, thank you. Whenever I think Dean, I think Richard Dean Anderson, and I know that's not who it is, because that was the original, what do you call it, guy. Oh, man. I'm having a morning. MacGyver, Stargate, and all that, but I know it's Dean Stockwell, who appeared in quite a few good things. But sadly, Dean Stockwell had passed away. But they had Hal's disgruntled daughter. Oh, well. But yeah, Scott Bakula never appeared, which shocked the shit out of me. I'm like, I kind of knew it was going to happen because there were no announcements about it while the series was on. But still, it was okay. Like I said, it wasn't fantastic. But well. Hopefully we'll be getting some positive news on the WHOGATE front. Hopefully we'll probably the classic episode thing. But I honestly think they're just going to sit quietly and not say anything about. Well, we'll probably get some stuff on November 23rd for the anniversary of Doctor Who, but we're still probably not going to hear anything about the future of the series. Oh, yeah, another missed opportunity. Okay, yeah, you're right. Did he have a daughter? I forgot. Did Dr. Beckett have a daughter? Okay, maybe it has been a long, long time since I watched Quantum Leap, the original series, sadly. I had season 1 on DVD, and sure enough, not even a month later, they had the whole damn series out on DVD for what I paid for one season. Okay, yeah, it's been a long, long time since I watched classic, the original Quantum Leap. Oh, well, I just looked at the time. It is time for me to start heading for the door so I can get in here and get this day over with. So please, be kind, be calm, be safe. Enjoy your Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. We will hopefully see you all again tomorrow. See you on the flip side. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your day. If I can hit the button, hang on.